In the unfolding saga of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, their recent tour to Colombia has thrown yet another spotlight on the apparent strain within their marriage. For those who had any lingering doubts about the state of their relationship, this latest public appearance seems to confirm that Prince Harry is growing increasingly disillusioned. Once hailed as the charming, fun-loving prince who won hearts with his easygoing nature, Harry now appears weighed down by the pressures of his new life. A life where the lines between royal duties and celebrity obligations have blurred in unsettling ways. At the onset of their relationship, Meghan was undoubtedly the star of the show. She was thrust into the spotlight, celebrated for her humanitarian efforts, such as those in South Africa, where she was lauded for her engagement with local communities. However, as time's passed, the nature of their public appearances has shifted dramatically. Rather than embodying the dignified grace of a royal couple, they now resemble a celebrity duo, fighting for media attention and relevance. This shift has not been without consequence. For Harry, who was once used to glowing tributes and widespread affection, this new dynamic's jarring. He was the beloved Joker, a figure who brought joy to those around him. At one point, he was even more popular than the late Queen herself, embodying a youthful vibrancy that the public adored. But meeting Meghan Markle marked a turning point, and the consequences of that turning point are becoming more evident with each passing day. Behind the scenes, Harry's grappling with anxiety and unresolved issues, many of which he's discussed openly in the past. His struggles with mental health and his reliance on therapy have been well documented, and it's clear that these challenges continue to affect him. For Meghan, dealing with a partner who's troubled in this way can be incredibly demanding, particularly when combined with her own personality traits, which some have described as narcissistic. The result is a relationship that seems increasingly disconnected, as evidenced by the recent tour. Observers noted that during one particular event, where local children were performing, Meghan appeared distant, her smile forced as she went through the motions. Meanwhile, Harry seemed more concerned with creating a spectacle than genuinely engaging with the event. He casually draped his arm around the back of a chair next to an interpreter, a gesture that appeared to make the interpreter uncomfortable. This moment, which may have been intended to look relaxed and confident, instead seemed calculated, a deliberate move to draw attention back to himself. The underlying tension between the couple reportedly reached a boiling point behind the scenes. Meghan said to have been upset by Harry's behaviour, feeling that his actions were detracting from the brand that they're trying to build together. This brand, a blend of royal mystique and Hollywood glamour, is one that they've worked hard to cultivate, yet it appears to be under strain. In moments where Meghan's attempted to present a united front, such as when she's insisted on holding Harry's hand in public, his reluctance to reciprocate has been telling. During a recent CBS interview, Harry's reluctance to comfort Meghan in a moment of distress was stark, highlighting the growing emotional distance between them. As Harry approaches his 40th birthday, there's a sense that he's increasingly disillusioned with the path that his life has taken. Unlike the forward-looking optimism that once defined him, he now appears trapped in a cycle of regret and frustration. Constantly looking back at what might have been, his attempts to reclaim the spotlight, whether through calculated gestures or public appearances, seem to be driven by a desire to regain a sense of control and identity.